Welcome to the third installment of our Sri Lanka travels. We left the town of Negombo after 4 lovely days relaxing in our lovely villa in Sujiwani Villas to go to Sigiriya to climb Pidurangala Rock. We took our first public bus in Sri Lanka, so we had to take a bus from Negombo to Kurunegala, and then from Kurunegala take another bus to Dambulla, and then once we got to Dambulla you could wait for a public bus, but it wasn't very clear, so we took a tuk-tuk instead the whole way, around 30 minutes to Sigiriya, and arrived at our Hungry Lion resort where we were staying. I wouldn't call it much of a resort, but the room is very spacious, as you can see, very tall ceilings, large room. We had a double bed and a single bed, lots of floor space, very nicely decorated as well. Air conditioning, there also was an extra fan because it is a large space, and then into the bathroom, which again was very spacious, very tall ceilings, lovely waterfall shower and everything that you needed. But it was very quiet, very secluded, I would say. Not many people around. There was a restaurant downstairs but didn't really seem to be open, but for the price, which I'll put on the screen, and for the space, it definitely did us for our 2 nights staying in Sigiriya. And they organised our transport the next morning at 5 a.m. to get the tuk-tuk to Pidurangala Rock. We saw our first elephant out in the wild, but we did see a lot of animal exploitation here in Sigiriya, I will say, so I wouldn't recommend seeing the elephants here. I would wait until further into Sri Lanka. We headed for dinner at Wijesiri Restaurant that evening. We had an early dinner because we were up very early the next morning and had to get up at 4:30 for our lovely hike. Is that enough?
I mean, I haven't tried it yet, so yeah.
5 a.m. You want to get a tuk-tuk and go and climb Pidurangala Rock, which is meant to be the easier one and takes around 30 to 45 minutes. So, and it's got a better view because it has the view of Lion Rock. So, here we go. And we're doing it. Look at content stuff. We made it.
We made it.
It's a lot more difficult than we thought, but we did it. We made it! There she is. Yeah.
No.
Golden hour.
Golden hour.
We did it. Very, very sweaty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough, but we're on the way down now, so it should be easier. Yes?
Easy, man.
Hopefully.
Nothing to it.
We did it. It's cheaper than going up the actual Sigiriya rock itself. It's only, what, it was 1,000?
Yeah.
1,000 rupees? What was it?
Yeah.
1,000 each, so around $3 US.
The other one's 50.
The other one's, yeah, $30, so it's a lot cheaper, and you actually get to see Sigiriya Rock from here, so it makes more sense. And it's an easier climb. It's like 45 minutes, but it is tough. It's not easy, so I wouldn't like to do the Sigiriya one either, but we did it.
Yeah, snowed in next, isn't it?
It's huge, but in the middle of the rock. After the hike, we headed straight for coffee, and obviously they knew we were up very early, so needed a pint of coffee. But it was around 6-7 a.m, so not much to do, and we found a jigsaw puzzle in true backpacker style and spent the morning doing that. We did see again some more elephant exploitation, not great to see in Sigiriya, would totally avoid. And then headed for breakfast. Himself had a random omelette with tomatoes on it, and I had a lovely smoothie bowl. And then the elephant did come and cool off in the water, which was quite nice to see. And this is the kind of traffic you're dealing with in Sigiriya, but we did see some tourists interacting with the elephant, it being ridden, chains around it. Would not recommend, try and avoid. And then we stayed in Barista Coffee all day because it was the only place with Wi-Fi in the whole of Sigiriya. Got some work done until the evening, and then headed to Pradeep Restaurant for some more Kottu, more Sri Lankan food before calling it a night after being very, very tired.
How is?
good.
Yeah.
Good morning from Sigiriya. It's actually our last morning here. We're checking out. We're going to get tuk-tuk to Dambulla from here, and then we're going to get a bus from Dambulla to Pidurangala, and then a taxi tuk-tuk to Pinola. My skin is looking so bad with all the congestion here. Not great. And the sweat obviously isn't helping with the humidity either. But yeah, I'm going to Pinawala today for one night before we go to Kandy, and then do the Kandy to Ella train. Quite nervous about, because it is 7 hours and we could be standing for 7 hours with all of our backpacks and stuff, so that'll be fun. But yeah, check it out this morning and on to a new destination. We had breakfast at the Hungry Lion Resort before checking out, and they did put on quite a spread, so we were very full before we headed on our way to Pinawala. So we were taking public buses again to Pinawala. We had to leave and get a tuk-tuk back into Dambulla to then catch the public bus from Dambulla to Pinawala. So it was a few hours away, so we headed off straight early the next morning. But thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about Sigiriya, about Lion Rock, about Pidurangala Rock, do drop them in the comments and let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video in Pinawala.